So last week, the CPI data and the PPI US data show a slowing down in the US inflation, which is good for us as the stocks trader or stocks investor. Okay, so what's next? What is the next plan for this week? Before we go to chart, as usual, I'm Alex, your technical analyst from FundYourFX. And before we go to chart, please take note for this message.
We have just released our new community platform which called FundYourFX Community Hub, and by joining today, you will earn 500 points for free, and by being active in our chat, you will earn some coin too, and by gathering up some coin, you can get a discount and redeem it for the discount for your future funding challenges. So what are you waiting for? Join now today. The link is in description that you can join and earn 500 points for free. And let's get back to the video.
Okay, first let's go to the macro data. Macro data that you should keep an eye for this week is, so by the way guys, just for your information that I use the GMT time zone here. We might be on different time zone. Please make sure to change it to your own time zone so that you can get the right exact date for your country. Okay, so on Tuesday we have the Bank of Japan interest rate decision. If you are a Japanese yen trader, you have to keep an eye for these macro data. And then from the US side, we have core retail sales month on month, and then retail sales on the US month on month also. On the Wednesday, it's quite busy because we have CPI from UK, CPI from Eurozone, and then FOMC economic projection, FOMC statement. Of course, after that, we have the Fed interest rate decision. This is the most crucial data you want to keep an eye for. The FOMC economic projection, the FOMC statement, Fed interest rate decision, and then the FOMC press conference. On the Thursday, in the next day, we have SNB or Swiss National Bank interest rate decision, Bank of England interest rate decision, and then on the US side, we have the initial jobless claim. Okay, so that's the most important week or the most important data that you have to keep an eye for in this week. Okay, so let's go straight to the chart. We are going to talk about what is the best trading opportunity this week. First, let's check out our dollar index, DXY. So the DXY, see here, I have made this zone for a couple of weeks ago, and then it rejected nicely, and the price right now break its previous support. So what's next for the DXY or the dollar index? The next plan for dollar index is to take a retracement, right like this, okay, to the potential supply zone, which at around here. Or the second possibility is the DXY or the dollar index will continue its bearish momentum like this, okay, to the zone at around 97.300 until 94.9. Okay, that's the plan for the dollar index. Why I have a bearish momentum in my plan? Because we see a CPI or inflation, literally inflation parameters is going down. Of course, the dollar will came down also. And then Donald Trump has made agreement with the China side on the tariff war, so it was a bear for the dollar. And then let's move next to the Nasdaq. Okay, on Nasdaq, we see that the price rally after a panic selling phase. This is happened because there is a tariff war between US and China, of course. And now the price rejected on the last straw, very strong all-time high resistance point. Okay, here. And if you want to trade Nasdaq, if you want to trade the index, the best plan is to wait for the price to reject here at the breakaway cap. The breakaway cap should have closed. So If it rejects, you can option for buy position here. Of course, the rejection itself have to be a valid rejection. Okay. If it's failed, rejecting on the breakaway gap, there is a potential that the Nasdaq itself is going to continue and moving down to the next breakaway gap zone here. Okay. Okay, that's the plan for Nasdaq. And now let's come to the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin, okay, after rejected our first demand zone, seems like it rejected nicely, but it failed to close and above its previous resistance. So there's likely a chance that the Bitcoin is going to make a corrective movement like this. Oh, sorry. Make a corrective movement like this. Maybe a change of character happen here. Okay. And then another retracement. And then finally, it comes to the most strongest demand zone right here at around 85,000 until 82,000. Okay, that's the plan for Bitcoin. If you are a trader, Bitcoin trader, you should have not panic because you can option for short sell or long position. Of course, you can trade in both direction. But if you are an investor, like a Bitcoin investor, if there is a correction movement or a corrective movement, you can do an average down investment plan. Okay? If you are already buy on the first demand zone and it seems like the price is moving down in the second demand zone, please do not take out all your position, just average down your position. This happened because if you are confident that the Bitcoin have the value, so why not averaging down? Okay, and then let's move to the silver. Okay, let's move to the silver. Why I choose silver? Because if you want to move on gold, here I'm going to discuss that later. If you want to trade on the gold, the volatility is quite aggressive. It's quite big. Okay, so the gold and silver have the same, almost have the same structure or almost have the same personality, you know. So the plan for the silver is you want to wait for the retracement, okay, or correction movement like this on the demand zone. I plotted two demand zones. The first one, it came at around 34.7 until 34, and the second one is at around 33.6 until 31.6. Okay, so we want to make sure that the silver have the corrective movement or retracement before you enter the long, because we want to make sure that you get the best possible price. You doesn't want to buy on the premium price. You want to get the silver or take the long position on the best possible price, on discounted price, of course. If it's failed to reject the first zone, price movement will be like this, like an ABC correction. A, B, oh, C. Okay, this is not the greatest B. Okay, like this. Okay, ABC correction. Okay, so that's plan for the silver, and now let's move to the gold. Gold, our last week plan, it's failed. I have expecting that the gold will have this short bearish structure, but actually no. But why? Because gold is making an Elliott wave ABC correction here. A, B, on, that's just the worst B ever. B and C. Okay, here ABC correction, and there's high likely that the gold itself will meet or will catch the all-time high persistent level. So the next plan, let me delete this first. Okay, so the new plan for the gold itself is to catch and wait for the price to make a retracement after it breaks its new all-time high. It should be like this, okay? You see that there is a demand zone here. Okay, a demand zone, a sideways base formation here. So the price will shoot up and then retrace to the demand zone. Then here you can do some long position or buy position. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this week trading opportunity or trading idea. And let's have a little talk for the market condition. So last week we have seen that the CPI data getting a better data, slowing down on inflation, also come with the PPI. And we have seen that the Donald Trump administration and China administration have finalized and have done its tariff war. Okay, so in both parties agree on the cutting down or discounted their tariffs and pausing for 90 days. And of course, this affects the US market stocks. We will see maybe another all-time high on the Nasdaq because we see that the investor will have an idea or will have a mindset where the US economy is quite fine. It's stable enough for its inflation. It's not getting another crazy inflation or even crazy deflation. So the investor will come to the point where they will eventually put their money on the stocks market. But with gold, if the investor, because gold is investor safe haven, so if all of investor or most of investor is going to move their funds to the stock market, we will see that gold will lose eventually its bullish momentum. Enough for small talk about the market economy. Let's go to the next phase, which is giveaway winner selection. Okay, let's go. Okay, are you ready, guys? Okay, let's do the random comment picker as our weekly winner. Okay, let's go. Okay, it's good. Allow duplicates? No? Okay, let's go. Okay, are you ready? And boom. Hey! Cornell Selick, congratulations with the comment of thanks for the valuable market insight. Well, thank you so much, man, and you are the winner for this week market outlook. That's so great. Okay, so for Cornell Selick, please to DM or contact our support to receive our giveaway account. Okay, and guys, don't be sad if you are not the giveaway winner for this week, because every week so I'm going to giving away one step $5,000 funded account in every weekly market outlook. So make sure don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get notified that I'm making or uploading the weekly market outlook. Make sure to like and comment for your entries. Okay, so before we go to the end, I have some running campaign promo. You can win iPhone 16 just from trading. You are not mistakenly here. You can win iPhone 16 just from trading, plus 15% discount in all instant funding plan. So if you want to enter or maybe hear more information about this promotion, please check out or please visit our Instagram account. This is the end of our session in the weekly market outlook. I hope you understand. I hope you have an idea for this week trading plan. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow our Instagram and TikTok so you can get notified if I'm uploading or making the daily market outlook, weekly market outlook, and of course the educational content. So guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next week. Bye bye.